Greetings from two. UK Sports, get ready for... So the New York starting five. Word is out there at Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Robinson in at the five. Roman the paint. And for the Hornets, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Towns sets the pick for Hart. To the paint. Here's the break. Ball from deep three-point territory. Offensive rebound. Out to Miller. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. They'll try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebound.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
And here is Bridges. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns, Ball from long range. And another three for Charlotte.
Ball will not let his opponent just own the arc. He can knock it down from there, too. So competitive.
The kick out to Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. For three, Bridges. Rebound by Okogie. Hornets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Bridges, a screen on Bridges. Pass to Bridges. The kick out to Ball. And it's the Hornets, another three.
Sneaking out to the corner. Can't lose LaMelo. He'll make you pay if you do.
Robinson, a screen on Miller. Bridges passes to Robinson. Bridges against Miller. The kick out to Towns. And Bridges with the block.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Bridges kicks to Anunoby.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Hart. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
And it's Miller penetrating, and Miller throws it down hard.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Bridges. Scoreless thus far. Robinson finds Hart. For three, Bridges. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And here is Robinson following LaMelo Ball's three. And there's Bridges on the assist by Robinson.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Bridges misses. Knicks trail by 11. Bridges outside. Three-pointer. Bridges missing again.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. But you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Bridges against Ball. Bridges, a screen on Bridges. Ball kicks to Bridges. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Charlotte. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. From the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the three. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Charlotte leading by 11. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. And here are the Hornets now. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. They get the rebound. Okogie, Ball with a wide open look. And another shot. Back to Williams. Here's Bridges. Hits another look. Pass to Williams. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bridges passes to Robinson. Back to Bridges. The kick out to Towns. Fires from deep. The Hornets pull it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Stolen by Anunoby. Poked loose. Here's Ball going inside.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Anunoby outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Towns. Bridges for 3. Bridges with the board.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Ball kicks to Williams. Bridges with it. Picked by Williams. For the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
So it's the Hornets now, after OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer. Ball from long range. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
The kick out to Anunoby. Inside. Bridges outside. Pass to Hart. Takes a 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Hart the pass to Robinson. Count that bucket.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Miller with a screen on Bridges. The kick out to Williams. Williams has a screen for Bridges. Ball a screen on Towns. Bridges attacking. And Bridges jams it in.
Well, I love the athleticism he brings to the table. Bridges can really score on the move and still maintain control of his body in those tight windows.
Hart finds Anunoby. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Anunoby. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific. And
you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Achua is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's DeJuan Wright. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Okporti in at the 5. Out to Smith. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Wright outside. Pass to McBride. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Nurkic finds Williams. Smith on the wing and stolen by Wright. And now the Knicks on the break. Good on the bucket. McBride's got his first points in this one.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Knicks trail by 6. Brunson outside. You can't hit that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. And here's Green outside. Charlotte again missing. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Up top right, defended by Man. Brunson outside. 6 to shoot. No good with the triple. Charlotte leading by 6. Clark with the Hornets. They were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard. It was not anything you could control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries.
Green with a screen for Nurkic. Outside, Green. For three, Smith. It's hauled in by Achua.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Brunson scanning the floor. Kept alive. From outside the arc. New York, no good that time either.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute there because his shot making is not happening right now.
Knicks trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Brunson against Smith. Achua kicks to Brunson. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It goes on Nick Smith.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And Green gets it to go.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Brunson kicks to Hart. Towns a screen on Green. Bridges outside. Fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Bridges has got 5 points so far. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Man passes to Green. And here's Smith. The three. Traps in the tray. And the Hornets lead by 7.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Bridges misses. Pass to Smith. Lets it go from deep. And it's the Hornets another 3.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Robinson. Nurkic with the block. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Our Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Offensive rebound. Out to Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Just too good a player to leave open.
Ball against Bridges. Ball dishes to Williams. Bridges a screen on Robinson. Williams. He gets that one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Anunoby outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Okogie, the pass to Williams. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. He was all alone on that ball. Bridges has got the lead up to 14 now for Charlotte.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
For 3, Bridges drills the three-pointer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Bridges. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Knicks with the rebound.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Bridges misses.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Robinson a screen on Ball. Bridges finds Anunoby. Towns for 3. Second chance effort. Anunoby, no good. Hornets leading by 11. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Out to Miller for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Knicks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Anunoby passes to Robinson. Miller against Bridges. New York, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hornets lead by 13.
Well, that's his heads-up play on the glass by Okogie. Not only did he retrieve the rebound, he scored as well.
Bridges, no one around him. The offensive rebound, and Robinson is right there.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Knicks trail by 11. Anunoby passes to Robinson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Charlotte's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. For 3, Okogie. Rebounded by Hart. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Bridges shot. Good.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Out to Bridges. Okogie, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Williams. Bridges a screen on Bridges. No problem knocking that one down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Fast break now for Charlotte.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist.
Oh, wow, man. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Ball. so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer.
Let off the beat.
Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer.
Let off the beat.
Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
Tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think, that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. We've got Barnes, R.J. Barrett out there with Dick. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Boucher in at the 5, roaming the paint. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, the defense has to do a better job, but when Brandon Ingram is on the break, those strides, man, he takes up a lot of ground.
Okogie, the pass to Ball. Takes a 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Ball's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Boucher, a screen on Ball. From outside the arc. Williams grabs the board. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. They set the screen. Okogie, the pass to Ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
And it's Dick off the drive. Pass to Barnes. Now Boucher. Off the mark there with a 3. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drive.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Ball. 6 points for him. Miller on the wing, guarded by Dick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Boucher, a screen on Ball. Here's Dick. And that one is hammered home.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now here's Ball. Williams, a screen on Ingram. Ball passes to Williams. Now here's Bridges. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's Ball. Misses the jumper from the wing.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. BA?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. Here's Barrett. The Hornets making their last shot. Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Barrett. The 3 is up. Hits a 3-pointer. It's all knotted up.
Barrett had some time to focus there, and he made that one count.
And a homecoming of sorts for R.J. Barrett last season after being traded to his hometown Raptors.
Yeah, he's played well in Toronto. You wonder if the offseason helps him settle into where it is that he knows he's going to start this year. I really like his three-point shooting. That has been much improved in that Raptor uniform.
And so here is Toronto following the bucket by the Hornets. Ball with the rebound. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen. Picked it. Fires from deep. And it's Boucher with the rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Stolen by Miller. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Okogie. Still no points. To the inside. And Williams punches it home.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Barrett against Bridges. Barrett can't hit.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Pass to Miller. Back to Bridges. It's stolen by Barnes. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Hornets leading by 4. And we'll get things. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Charlotte.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
So for Toronto right now, Brandon Ingram out there with Barnes. Then there's Dick, then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's Boucher in at the 5. The kick out to Ball, just 4 to shoot. That three's off the mark. Toronto trailing. Outside Ingram. Dick with it. For 3. Okogie pulls down the board. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Looking at the Raptors, Brent, things have not gone too smoothly since their 2019 championship.
Well, I felt like that championship roster was built just for that year, though, B.A. There wasn't a lot of progression that was going to come from that. They went in, they got Kawhi, they won the championship, and now it's all about rebuilding their franchise in the style that they want to do it. They have one guy that they believe in Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett on the trade, and slowly and surely they're going to start to put these pieces around to become a contender again.
Bridges against Barrett. Ingram with a screen on Bridges. Barrett can't hit. Charlotte leading by 5. Bridges finds Williams. Ball with it. Launches a 3. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Barnes feeling it out a bit. Soft touch off the glass. Barnes has got 4 points in the quarter.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Ball outside. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. It's a 5-point game. Outside Dick. There's a screen. Launches it. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges outside. With the drive, the kick out to Ball. Back to Bridges. Ball outside. Fires the 3. Ball with another miss.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. VI has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Knocks it down from distance.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Right side Barnes. Pass to Ingram. Back to Barnes. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Barnes has got 6.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The 3 from Ball. It's rebounded by Dick. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
Up top, Miller, guarded by Barrett. Miller, the pass to Bridges. Back to Miller. There's Ball with a 3. Oh, Ball, so dangerous from the perimeter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Boucher, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. There's 31 seconds left in the second period. Now here's Miller. No made baskets yet. Pass to Okogie. Back to Miller. So it'll be 2 free throws, and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
Brandon Miller.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Hornets out in front, up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. LaMelo Ball with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
They've got Yusuf Nurkic, Trey Mann out there with Smith, then it's Williams, and it's Green in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Abaji can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Lobo can't hit. Hornets leading by 3. Smith passes to Green. Stolen by Quickly. Here we go, all alone. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside, Green from the arc. Bobo with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
And there's the foul. It's on Trey Mann. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Quickly. No points yet. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Mobo. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Clock at 4. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Hornets with a lead. The deep 3. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist from Nurkic.
This is how confident Smith is in his range. He feels like he can drain it from just about anywhere.
Pass to Battle. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Williams passes to Green. Smith against Quickly. The floater. Smith no good. Raptors trail by 4. Up ahead. Mobo gets the bucket. Mobo's got his first basket.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Here's man. What a terrific move that is. And the Hornets lead by 4.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
From downtown, Battle's shot is good. Battle's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Man, the pass to Green. There's the screen. Back to man. Outside, Green. And he banks in the layup.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Charlotte foul. Nick Smith. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. The 3 from Quickly. Rebounded by Nurkic. Charlotte leading by 3. Williams with the screen. Man, the pass to Williams. The drive by man. Outside, Green. Robbed. And they're on the break. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Nurkic finds Williams. Drives to the hoop. It's picked off. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Nurkic. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. For the lead. The shot by Pirtle, no good. The Hornets have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Williams, count that one. And the Hornets lead by 3.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Now here's man, guarded by Quickly. The drive by man. And here's Green from the arc. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's still anybody's game as we and let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got R.J. Barrett, Brandon Ingram out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Dick in at the point. Ball against Ingram. And it's Bridges with the jam.
The playmaking ability of Ball. So crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
Barnes in the post. The 3, Barrett. The long distance 3 is buried.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but it gets close. He's getting the ball.
Here's Miller. And he dunks it down.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Now here's Dick. Tight defense on him.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And Ball gets it to go.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Back to Dick. Pass to Barrett. On the take, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He sees the taller defender, and he just gets more aggressive.
Ingram against Ball. Miller outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Goes to Toronto.
The Raptors have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Outside Dick to take the lead. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And if you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now here's Ball. Guarded by Dick. Miller outside. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Barnes. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And they get it back. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barrett. Uses the glass on the layup. Barrett's got 7 points for the quarter.
Wow, Barrett not giving up and making a difference.
Ball with no fear. Here's Okogie, guarded by Dick. Miller outside. The 3. Rebounded by Ingram.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Bridges outside. Pass to Okogie. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Outside Ingram. He's off on that one. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. A deep 3 from Ball. And nails the trade.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Here's Ingram. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
This is why you love Brandon Ingram.
Ball against Ingram. Cash.
Oh, clutch points from Ball. You can't forget he's 6'7", and that really helps him get shots off when it matters the most.
Outside Dick. Going inside. Count it.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And here's Ball. And there's the lob. And stolen by Boucher. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Stolen by Bridges. Now we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Now Ball. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Williams in at the center position. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Here's Barnes. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here's Ingram outside. And they'll get another chance. Outside Barrett. Ingram with a screen on Bridges. 5 to shoot. Barrett with it. He's picked up by Miller. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller outside. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from deep. Not what they need this overtime. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram.
Well, Ingram liking to play in the system right there, unselfish and making a play.
Ball passes to Miller. Back to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Dick, the pass to Ingram. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Ball. Guarded by Dick. Ball looks over the floor. Okogie on the wing. Pass to Bridges. Over Barnes. He connects! The Raptors have gone only 1 for 4 in OT so far. Barrett up top. He's guarded by Bridges. Dick with it. Outside Ingram. Boucher a screen on Miller. Ingram with the ball. Guarded now by Williams.
Ingram stepping up and sensing the moment.
Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
Ball left side. Here's Okogie. Guarded by Dick. Outside Barnes. Boucher a screen on Bridges. The 3 from Barnes. Oh, had a chance to win it right there. Couldn't get it to fall. Another time. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. Ball with it. And Ball throws it down.
I like how aggressive LaMelo has been tonight. I mean, just looking for his shot consistently.
Bridges against Barrett. Driving inside. Hey, how...
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
All no good. The Raptors shooting around 53%, a nice number. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
On defense, the Hornets. Pass to Barnes. Outside Ingram. Shot clock at 6. To take the lead. And the layup by Barnes. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Ball against Ingram. And Ball throws it down.
The defense leaves an opening and Ball exploits it. I mean, he can be so sudden.
Outside Ingram. That's to Dick. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Ball passes to Bridges. Ball, a screen on Barnes. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Now here's Ingram. Boucher on the screen. Right wing. Outside Barrett. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges passes to Okogie. Ball outside. Driving to the basket. Money.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere, but they love to see him get to the rim.
Outside Barnes. Yeah! And tie game! Huge basket right there. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And they do have a foul to give if needed. And the game has come down to this. They need a score or you can practically call it quits.
Outside for Ingram. Lets it go from deep. And he drills the triple. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
Sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
For 3, Bridges. The 3 won't fall. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. Double overtime games are so grueling. And after this one, all right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce.
that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. We've got Chris Boucher. Grady Dick is out there with Barrett. Then it's Barnes, and it's Ingram, and at the small forward position. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Dick. Good work there as it goes.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Now, here's Bridges. Towns a screen on Ingram. Bridges misses. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
First team foul.
They're going to have to think about sitting him out. I mean, that's his second foul here in less than a minute.
And that one falls for Ingram. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Now, here's Barrett. Here's Dick. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. And yes, it's good.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Here's Dick. Defended by Bridges. Dick passes to Barnes. Back to Dick. Out to Barrett. And again, Toronto no up.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Anunoby. A three-pointer, no good. Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Barrett against Anunoby. 18 feet out. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And now, we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Tom Thibodeau. D.A.?
So we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now here's Towns. The teardrop falls in.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Here's Ingram. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
Crazy dunk from the wiry Ingram. That's going to get millions of views on whatever social media kids are using these days.
Now, here's Anunoby. Robinson a screen on Ingram. Bridges for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Bridges has got 5.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Of course, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
The 3-ball. Boucher with the rebound. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. We've got 1:28 left here in the first quarter. And it's finished off by Boucher.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
For 3, Bridges. Bridges missing again. Raptors leading by 4. Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. And 101 left to play in the first. A three-pointer is right on target.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. Fedora's horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
Jake with it, defended by Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Dick passes to Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
Now Bridges. He's got 6. Pass to Towns. Bridges dishes to Towns. The tray. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Downs is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Bridges in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
16, 13.
Ingram against Hart. Ingram up top. 8 points for him. To the middle. Here's Barrett. Robinson with the block.
Well, this is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
Bridges passes to Hart. Driving in, and he finishes nicely on the way. Hart's got his first points of the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA, had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
It was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Back to Barrett. And here's Ingram from the arc, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bridges attacking. Towns, the pass to Bridges. On the wing, Anunoby. Boucher defending. Goes up. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. Anunoby's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
20-18.
Ingram kicks to Boucher. No good from outside. Here's New York. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Boucher with the steal. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. Toronto working the ball around now. And for for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And again, Toronto no up. New York's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Anunoby has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 5-point Knicks lead.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
And that one's good. Barnes.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Boucher with a screen on Towns. Beyond the arc. They get it back. New York with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Robinson a screen on Barrett. Pass to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Dick with the steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Looking to end his cold spell. And there's a nice layup inside by Bridges. Bridges has got 8. 22. Here's Ingram. Pass to Dick. Bridges with the steal. And they're running. And here is Anunoby. Covered by Barnes.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
A big-time effort for OG Anunoby, providing a lot of energy for the Knicks. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is OG Anunoby.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Emmanuel quickly. And it's Abaji in at the 3 slot. Raptors trail by 7. And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
I'll tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the New York Knicks. They lead by 4. Pass to Achua. The shot missing. The Raptors shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. They set the screen. Here's Mobo, and there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Abaji. Brunson covering. With the drive, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Toronto foul. Ochai Agbaji. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Raptors. And here's Brunson outside. Mobo with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. For the lead, they get it again. Pass to Agbaji. Here's Mobo. Still without a basket. 4 on the shot clock. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Mobo's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
There's a screen by Achua. Brunson, no good.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Here's Agbaji. Pass to Mobo. Here's Agbaji. Brunson covering. Agbaji can't get it to go. For New York, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's McBride. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
29.
Here's Agbaji. Brunson covering. Pass to Battle. A minute 20 left in the third quarter of the game. Mobo can't hit. Here's Brunson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, how about that conversion by Jalen Brunson? This has become a staple of his game.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
On the wing quickly. Here's Mobo. Here's Pirtle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, terrific use of the pump fake by Pirtle. He gets his man in the air, draws the contact. That move is just so effective.
Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Pirtle, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
Raptors trail by 5. And here is quickly. Pass to Agbaji. Sinks the triple. Agbaji's got 5 points so far.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And here's Brunson outside. It's rebounded by Quickly.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Now McBride. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he banks in the layup. McBride's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
34.
Pass to Battle. Here's Mobo. Sinks that one from the post. Mobo's got his second bucket of the game to go. Brunson surveying the D. That shot off the mark. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. New York ahead, up 2. Don't go. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Anunoby out there with Bridges. Then there's Towns. Then it's Robinson. And it's Hart. And at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Bridges inside. Covered by Barnes. Bridges misses. Ingram against Towns. Ingram outside to take the lead, and the layup is good. And the Raptors lead by 2.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Hart, that's good.
And that's about those first defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Robinson a screen on Barrett. Anunoby. His 3-pointers off the mark. In Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Ingram dishes to Barrett. Ingram a screen on Anunoby. And it's Barrett penetrating.
Excellent instincts from R.J. Barrett right there. Finds the gap, drives with confidence.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Anunoby finds Towns.
You can see what a good defender Chris Boucher is. Yes, he has length. Yes, he has mobility, but that's also about being tenacious defensively.
And the dunk by Boucher.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Anunoby. Misses the 3. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
Bridges passes to Towns. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's the Raptors ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Dick with it. Ingram setting a pick for Dick. Clock at 6. Stolen by Robinson. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And there's the whistle. Called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim. And the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
Right wing. Barnes against Towns. And he comes up with the deuce. Robinson's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
Boucher with a screen on Anunoby. Barrett takes it inside.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
Anunoby outside. Towns looking it over. Robinson misses. Raptors leading by 4. Now here's Ingram. sets a screen for Ingram. And the dunk by Barnes.
At his position, Scotty Barnes going to set a lot of screens. You have to understand how to roll and get open. He does exactly that.
Towns for three. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Barrett against Anunoby. Out to Ingram. Nobody near Barnes. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Towns a screen on Barrett. Anunoby. And Barnes sends it back. Ball's knocked loose. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Anunoby in the corner. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Towns, it's good! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Barrett the pass to Dick. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the
This looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
So the Hornets starting five. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Mark Williams out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Bridges. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Miller, a screen on Anunoby. Ball finds Miller. He takes it in. It's hauled in by Robinson. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Bridges against Miller. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. And here's New York now. Recent years have been a bit of a struggle for the Hornets, Clark.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, they've dealt with injuries that have really been problematic and roster changes as well. I mean, very much a team in transition, trying to figure out who they are and what they can be. And it's hard to get things clicking when you're having changes in your roster compounded by injuries as well.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Bridges. After the basket by Charlotte. And he comes up with a bucket. Bridges has got 7.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Here's Miller. Oh, nice! Big finish! Man! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
9-6.
Miller, a screen on Anunoby. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Hart. Pass to Robinson. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Okogie into the lane, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Boy, that is a very impressive, quick first step by Josh Okogie. Hard to defend that.
Up top, Anunoby. Here's the 3. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets.
2 minutes.
They trail by 1. The 3. Okogie's shot is off. New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative. And he's got a flash and a flair to his game. But he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash. But he's a fun guy to watch hoop, that's for sure.
Ball no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Bridges finds Towns. Back to Bridges. Launches it from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 10.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Now here's Bridges. 10 points for him. And he makes it.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Miller, the pass to Ball. Bridges, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Ball, and Ball throws it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Bridges. 12 points for him. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. They retain possession. Robinson gets the bucket. Hornets trail by 4. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Here's Miller. No good. Misses at the buzzer. At a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
We've got Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Hart in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level. By being aggressive and attacking the basket.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Keep it up for him, fans.
Bridges against Miller. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The floater. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tim's MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Miller against Bridges. Towns down low. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Miller, the pass to Ball. Ball on the take. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. New York has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Towns outside. Stolen by Miller. Williams passes to Bridges. Miller outside. Ball outside. 3-pointer. The rebound by Bridges. Well, the Knicks shooting around 53%, a nice number. Robinson, a screen on Miller. Inside. That's good from Robinson on the assist from Bridges. Robinson's gotten his second bucket of the game. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Now here's Hart. To the left wing.
2 minutes.
Anunoby passes to Bridges. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And the bucket is good. And now a 4-point Knick lead.
Towns is money off the catch and shoot.
1:46 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Ball, and he drives in. And Ball throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. Diabate's checked in for Williams. New York shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Oh, free throw no good for Robinson. Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title card.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, BA. Playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
Yeah, making a smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Here's Ball into the lane. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the game. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Fast break, New York. Here's Towns. Drops in the layup for two. Towns has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Hornets trail by 5. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Ball passes to Miller. Ball, a screen on Anunoby. Ball against Hart. And Ball throws it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Sinks it from distance.
That assertive mentality, I mean, just rising up from deep and draining.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for the Hornets, Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Williams. Then there's Trey Mann. Then it's Smith. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Pass to Okogie. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. Okogie's got 5 now. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production. If he's got a path to the rack, it's going to be a strong throwdown for Okogie every time. I mean, he doesn't mess around when he gets in tight. He's banging.
Pass to Cordy. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Back to McBride. And no good. The dry spell continues. Charlotte trailing. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
If Smith plays bigger than his size, he's got great bounce, and it helps him make plays there on the inside.
Right up top. He's guarded by man. Here's Okporti. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And it's Wright missing. Outside man for three, Smith. Okporti grabs the board. The Knicks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. McBride, yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Graham.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Now here's Brunson from behind the arc. Oh, Brunson with the triple.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from three is a beautiful thing.
Knicks lead, 41.
Williams passes to man.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And he dunks it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Brunson passes to Achua. Here's Okporti. Back to Wright. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And Charlotte making a change here. Green is checked in. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons. His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
They set the pick. Brunson against Williams. This one for three. Brunson misses. Hornets trail by 3. Smith with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Williams passes to Green. Achua against Williams. Smith outside. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
A dead-eye shooter, Nick Smith, is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Okporti. Back to McBride. Here's Okporti. Right outside. Brunson with it. Lets the 3 fly. He can't hit that time. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Josh Hart is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for New York right now. Smith with a screen on Hart. Nurkic passes to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yes, Smith has some bunnies on him. Gets off the floor fast to slam it down.
Towns outside. Back to Bridges. Towns on a screen. That's good from Bridges on the assist from Towns.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
A new lineup here for Charlotte. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Bridges passes to Robinson. Hart from long range. It's kept alive. Pass to Anunoby. Towns outside. Anunoby, a screen on Bridges. Towns way outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Miller with it. Towns covering. The drive by Miller. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Anunoby can't get it to go. Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Okogie. Williams finds ball. Williams a screen on Robinson. Ball against Robinson. And Ball throws it down.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Bridges against Miller. Screen by Bridges. Pass to Okogie. And the basket by Bridges. And the Hornets lead by 8. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
Here's Miller. Back to Okogie. Shoots over Robinson. Okogie's shot is off.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Towns against Bridges. Robinson a screen on Bridges. The shot by Towns, no good. Hornets leading by 8. Bridges passes to Williams. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Ball. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Anunoby with it. He's picked up by Miller. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You love the assertiveness Bridges plays with, accepting contact while he's trying to score.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
2 shots.
Bridges hits them both.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. Ball, a screen on Bridges. Pass to Okogie. 3-pointer. Charlotte, no good that time either. New York has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Anunoby for 3. Williams grabs the board. Now the Hornets moving it up. Okogie, the pass to Miller. Puts up a 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
3 points.
We've got 33 seconds left in the game.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Spins. So it's Charlotte winning this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
on 2K Sport. And claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement,
which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Barnes, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Ball with the bucket.
A magician put the ball in his hands. LaMelo making it look easy.
Boucher with a screen on Ball. And the dunk by Boucher.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Williams has a screen for Bridges. Sinks the three-pointer.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes it back.
Here's Barrett. Lets the three fly. Hornets with the rebound. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Miller against Ingram. And it's Miller penetrating. And Miller throws it down hard.
And using his length to come right off the drive into the hoop there. Big time move by Miller.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Just two to shoot. Barrett inside the three-point line. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Boucher. And here is Barnes. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Bridges sets the screen for Ball. Puts the move on. And Bridges finishes it off. Bridges has got 5.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Here's Dick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
And it's Miller penetrating. It's good. Miller's got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Ingram finds Barnes. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Barnes against Miller. Back to Bridges. From deep three-point territory. A new 14 for Charlotte. Pass the ball. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. A miss that time would have put him up. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
Raptors trail by 4. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game. .50 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Bridges attacking. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
That's what a star talent does. If Bridges wants to fulfill his potential, he's got to attack. Use that quick first step.
Dick with it. He's covered by Ball. Boucher sets a screen for Dick. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball against Ingram. Pass to Okogie. Bridges outside. Outside Williams. 5 to shoot. From the arc. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hornets ahead. They lead by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for Charlotte, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Barnes outside. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Out to Barrett. They get it back. Boucher passes to Dick. A floater. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Okogie. Good D by Barnes.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, one thing standing out right now is just how fearless everybody is in getting to the inside. They're taking advantage of any lane or angle they get to get after them.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Ball surveying the defense. Miller, the pass to Okogie. Ball from long range. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
So often LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
Ingram with it. Now guarded by Ball. Good on that shot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Ingram.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Ball. Out to Miller. Pass to Okogie. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And not just the score, Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Here's Barrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The line for 2.
And so Barrett nails both of them. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Miller. Drives to the hoop. And it's Miller with the jam.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
It's Ingram on the wing. Covered by Miller. Is slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
Ball entered from below the basket. Toronto ball.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. 4 on the clock. Here's Dick.
And on defense, LaMelo's quickness can make him inescapable. Able to stay all over the shooter on that one.
For 3, Barrett. The offensive rebound.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Barnes. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And here is Ball. He's got 12. Fires from way outside. You can't get that one. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got Jakob Poeltl. And it's quickly in at the point guard. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Smith, no good. Raptors trail by 9. Pass to Mobo. And the rebound by Nurkic. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Nurkic setting the pick for Green. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Down low. Mobo gets the basket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Smith. Plays it up and banks it in. Smith's got the lead back up to 9 now for Charlotte.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Quickly the pass to Bennett. And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That is his first foul of the game. Hornets leading by 9. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well, and I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. Out to Smith. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Smith's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Poeltl, the pass to Quickly. Poeltl sets the pick for Quickly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Quickly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Smith with a screen on Quickly. Pass to Smith. Outside Williams. Back to Smith. Outside Green. A rebound by Battle. Raptors trail by 11. For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say, Brent, they did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Battle. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Battle's got his first 2 points. Hornets leading by 11. Puts up a deep 3. Abaji pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And that one's good. Battle. Battle's got 5 points now this quarter.
I like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
On the wing, Green. No scoring in this one. Williams inside. It's rebounded by Quickly. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Battle passes to Quickly. Pass to Abaji. Here's Battle. Smith with the defensive effort. Hornets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Now here's Green. Out to Smith. Picked him clean. And So it's Charlotte in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Evan, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Setting the floor for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Raptors trail by 7. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Takes it off the glass.
You gotta love the long, long arms of Brandon Ingram.
The Hornets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. There's the lob to Bridges. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
Barrett with the ball, and it's Miller picking him up. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Back to Ball. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. And Ball slams it in.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Ingram outside. He takes it in and slam dunk by Ingram.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Bridges kicks the ball. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Ball sets a screen for Bridges. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
A dangerous score from just about every area. Bridges very good at capitalizing in a number of ways.
Barnes with it. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now a 10-point Hornets lead. Ingram with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Pass to Dick. Now Ingram. From past the arc. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And Ingram really can handle either part of that. He can roll. He can be the screener, and then he can roll, or he can score off it. Nice option.
Bridges. The kick out to Ball. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Boucher to the inside. It's tipped. It's Dick on the wing. Off target with his 3. Hornets leading by 10. Miller surveying the floor. Takes the 3. Dick with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Lobbed up there for Barnes. Dick finds Barrett. No good on the 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Miller outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Ball. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.
That's the end of the game.
A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any
but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
really run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. They've got Josh Hart, OG Anunoby out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So it's the Knicks now. Toronto making their last shot. Bridges down low, covered by Ingram. Anunoby against Barrett. Anunoby passes to Robinson, and that one's good.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
Here's Ingram, and it's New York with a rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Doris, it's hard to believe that Knicks' title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, BA, what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Dick. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Robinson. And the Knicks with possession. Bridges outside. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Here's Ingram. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Bridges. Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. For 3. Again, the miss by Bridges.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
To the paint. Here's Barrett, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, BA. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
It's stolen by Hart. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
At the line for the Knicks.
That one misses for Towns. Well, Doris, since he was traded out of Phoenix, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have skyrocketed. Why is that?
Well, number one, he's worked hard to develop his skill on the offensive end. He came in as a 3 and D guy, but what he's proven is he can handle the basketball, he can initiate action. You love the work ethic that went into that. Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Boucher a screen on Anunoby. And it's Barrett off the drive. Yep, that one's good. Barrett's got 6.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Anunoby. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Now here's Dick, still without a bucket. Outside Ingram. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
Outside Robinson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
A 3-second violation. Raptors ball.
Toronto trailing. Outside Barrett. 54 seconds left in the opening quarter. Back to Dick. Clock at 6. Pass to Barnes. Over Towns. Barnes, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Bridges outside.
Raptors foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
That's good from Bridges.
The line for the Knicks. Michael Bridges taking 2 shots.
Bridges hits them both. Raptors trail by 3. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Ingram with a screen on Anunoby. Outside for Ingram. From outside the arc. Nails it from 3. Ingram's got 7.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Caught off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Outside Hart. Up top, Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. It's all tied in Toronto. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Scotty Barnes is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Boucher in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Dick. And the Raptors, another 3.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Kicks it out Towns. Pass to Anunoby. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Hart. Kicks it out Towns. It's stolen away. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And so here is Toronto. 3-point lead. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league. Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Hard against Ingram. Kicks it out to Barrett. 4-3. Up again. It's hauled in by Robinson. Second quarter here. Just over a minute and a half played. Here's Bridges. It's Robinson. High post. It's stolen by Ingram. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Dick with it. And yep, it's good. Dick's got 5 now.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Barrett against Anunoby. Here's Boucher for three. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. Second team.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. There's the steal.
Nice defense. Reading the play, using some quick hands to take it away.
Six on the shot clock. Let's go with a three. Drills it from deep. He's got 9.
Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
Bridges down low, covered by Ingram, and the basket by Bridges.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
The three from Barnes. And again, Toronto with a triple.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
It's Robinson, high post. That's tipped. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here comes Toronto on the push. Barrett, a screen on Hart. Up top, Dick. 5 points in the game. Outside for Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And it's a 6-point Raptor lead. There's 53 seconds left in the second period. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Robinson against Boucher. It's Barrett on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ingram. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Josh Hart.
Yeah, nice fake by Ingram. Setting the defender up to fail.
Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Ingram.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Bridges outside. Towns passes to Bridges. The layup off target. Fires away from way outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with it. Appreciated, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. We've got Achua. DeLon Wright is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Tuck Forty in at center, filling out the middle.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Here's Mobo. No points so far. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Here's Battle. The three-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 3. And now the Knicks on the break. The kick out to Brunson. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Pirtle grabs a miss. Raptors lead by 3. Quickly outside. Fires the 3. Pirtle. The Knicks pull it in. Left side Brunson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game doors.
I'll say this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
Here's Battle. Back to Quickly. Pure from three-point range. Quickly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And Brunson won't miss many of those.
This guy won't give an inch. Brunson answers back with a 3 of his own. You've got to love it.
It's stolen by Wright. Pass to McBride, and the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Here's Quickly. He's got 5. Out to the right wing. Here's Mobo. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Chua finds Wright. Here's Brunson outside. Oh, Brunson with the response.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
They set the screen. And that one's good. Quickly's got 7 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Left side Brunson. Pass to a 40. The kick out to Brunson. Now here's Achua. Right outside. 5 to shoot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite stores.
Well, think about it, B.A. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber. Almost inevitable they were going to take a step back.
Now here's Quickly. 7 points in the game. There's a screen. Over to the left wing. And again, Toronto with a triple.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Brunson. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now. And that's a foul. Called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Quickly against Wright. There's 49 seconds left in the third. From the top of the key, and it's Quickly with a miss. Knicks trail by 4. Brunson passes to Achua. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing Quickly. Takes the 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And here's Wright from the arc. Pass to Brunson. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Count it.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
Quickly against Wright, and there's a pick. It's Quickly with a drive. Here's Battle. Can't hit from in close. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Raptors leading by 5. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Barnes. We've got Grady Dick. Barnes is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Barrett in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. The 3 is up. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
R.J. Barrett trusting the jumper in the catch and shoot. Boy, if he's consistent with that, turn the lights out.
Anunoby can't get it to go. Raptors lead by 8. Barnes with it. Hard covering. Outside Ingram. Back to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Towns against Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far. Playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Bridges down low, covered by Ingram. Robinson, a screen on Barrett. Anunoby. Oh, rejected by Boucher.
Well, that's the 6'9" frame of Chris Boucher. Send it back, young sir.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Bridges outside. Puts up a deep 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You've got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
Outside Barrett. Ingram with a screen on Anunoby. Outside for Ingram. Goes up on the wing. And another basket for Toronto.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Bridges. Toronto making their last shot. Robinson, no good there. Oh, good D by Boucher. Outside Barrett. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Launches a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 10. Bridges finds Hart. Outside Anunoby. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Pass to Barnes. Outside Dick. Barnes with a screen on Bridges. Now here's Dick. Anunoby covering. Dick gets the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
It's stolen by Barnes. And here's Ingram. Takes a 3. A miss. Out of 8 shots, he's now made 6. Anunoby against Barnes. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Back to Anunoby. Minute 15 left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Boucher outside. From deep. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. And it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Raptors.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Brandon Ingram.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Barrett. Launches it.
But to me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
The assist.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns against Barnes. It's the Raptors winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference.